So back to today's self-love stories. Our vision is to harness the power of storytelling for positive change. We do this at both Mindless Academy and Mindless Mag. At Mindless Mag, we do this through the lens of fashion. So we explore fashion's relationship with important social issues and global issues such as mental health, sustainability, body image, feminism, all sorts. And at Mindless Academy, we do this by reimagining the art of work experience. So we provide young students and young professionals with the mindset, skills and experience that they need to navigate their digital futures and careers consciously. So I'll now hand over to Karen, our mindset coach, who'll tell you a little bit about herself and also what to expect from today's session. So over to you, Karen.
Thanks, Georgia. Morning, everyone. As she said, I'm Karen. I am mindset coach at Mindless Academy. So I work with the team to create coaching content and work with all of the team, our interns, and anyone who takes part in any of our programs to help them cultivate mindsets of self-love, self-resilience, self-belief, all the good stuff. And self-love stories I absolutely love. It's grown into such a beautiful community. So welcome back to everyone who's been with us for a while, and welcome to anyone who is new. I apologize, I might have a bit of background noise this morning. But yeah, there's such a huge power in putting what's in your head onto a page. And when we write about what's on our minds, or we are prompted to think about life from different angles, that's how we move forward in our thinking and really get some clarity. So some of the prompts that you're going to see today, it's great to see them today, but they've also been designed for you to be able to do regularly. So you can do them every day. You can do them a couple of times a day. So do let us know, excuse me, how you get on. I'll run you through the guidelines. So you're going to be delivered 10 prompts, one at a time. You'll get 1 minute journaling per prompt. And the reason we only give you 1 minute is that it just allows you to write what comes from the heart. You don't start to edit it or overthink it. And also the final prompt gives you 3 minutes deeper journaling time. But first, we're going to run through a short meditation. And if you've never meditated before, that's absolutely fine. It's just to settle you, a little bit of focus on the breath, just to get you in the right space for journaling this morning. So if we put down anything you've got hold of, and whether you are lying or sitting, just find a comfortable spot. And you can either gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. And just do a quick body scan. So notice anywhere you might feel tight or you're clenching or gripping, and take a big breath and see if you can just find some softness in the body. And try and keep some length in the spine, but nothing too forced. And just turn your focus to your breath. Just your natural breath as it is right now. Noticing how your body moves, how the breath sounds. Now see if you can take it a little longer. So make those breaths longer and smoother, slowing everything down. If you can make the next couple of exhales longer than your inhales, that will send a signal to your nervous system that you are well and in a safe space. And the next couple of breaths, just exhale through the mouth, nice long, soothing sigh. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. maybe take a stretch or just take some movement in the body. We're ready to go.
Thanks so much, Karen. I don't know about everyone else, but that filled me with energy. It's funny to see some yawns going on as well. So without further ado, we'll get started. So just a reminder, I will keep time and I'll let you know when we're ready to move on to the next prompt. So just write whatever comes to your mind and be filled with confidence knowing that this is for you and only you. So write what's true to yourself. So prompt number 1, take a moment to do a body scan. How do you feel today out of 10? Prompt number 2, what do you want this week? And we know it's Friday, so failing that, what do you want next week? Prompt number 3, following on from prompt number 2, why do you want this thing? Prompt number 4, how would getting or achieving that thing make you feel? Prompt number 5, write as if you already have this thing. What is it like? Prompt number 7 is, how can you check in on others this week? Prompt number 8, what do you want to make time for tomorrow? Prompt number 9, what reminder do you want to give yourself today? And prompt number 10, which is our last speed prompt, write 5 encouraging affirmations for reaching your goal this week. So these can be I am statements like I am worthy, I am hardworking, anything that comes to mind. And now finally for today's power prompt, you'll get 3 minutes on this one. And again, I'll keep time. So what are you looking forward to? If nothing comes to mind, then what can you do to change that? And that is time. Thanks so much, everyone, for taking part in that. Again, so this is our third week of doing these prompts, I think, and just personally I'm seeing a change every week, which is really interesting to kind of note my own growth, and also just know kind of where my head's at each week. It's definitely in different places, but that's really interesting to see, and just become more self-aware and understand what's going on a bit more. So I was just going to open it up to anyone who wanted to share. Feel free if you need to dash, but if you wanted to put anything in the chat or just speak up, then go ahead.
Sorry, did you want us to read out one of our things, or what was you?
You can just share just what you thought of the session, anything you've kind of come across. You're welcome.
Sorry, it's my first time doing anything like this. I usually do journaling myself, but yeah, I thought this was super helpful because I'm trying to start like a sobriety journey as well. So like this really helped because it just made me set kind of goals in my mind and then write out what how I'm feeling right now. So then again, if I do it in another week's time and keep doing that, then hopefully I can see my journey as it's going as well. So yeah, I found that really, really helpful. So thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you. That's fantastic.
Oh God, you go ahead, Karen.
I was just going to say that's fantastic. We're with you on your journey, and yeah, hope every week is as powerful as you felt this one to be.
Yeah, and each month we have a different theme, so we repeat the prompts weekly, apart from the power prompt, which is different every week, but for November it'll be different. So yeah, hopefully you'll stick around, and again, congratulations on beginning that journey as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll definitely be here every week.
Lovely. There's a few things in the chat, so I'll just read those. Arzu said, hi, I have a question regarding the prompt, how you check on others this week. Didn't understand it clearly. That's absolutely fine. So it's basically just, we're taking time this week and this month to envision what we want going forward and checking in on ourselves. But obviously it's important to check in on others as well. So that was kind of just a prompt to say, almost remind you to check in on others, and just think about how you can do that, because it doesn't necessarily have to be like a big action. For me, it's actually replying to people, because I'm awful. I let time kind of get in the way, and I just forget. So every week it's actually been the same thing for me, is actually reply to people's messages. So it's almost just a nudge to do that. Hayley said, been a while since I did one of these, and this month's prompt left me feeling really positive, which is amazing. Thanks so much, Hayley, for coming, past intern. Karen said, great session, really got me thinking and feeling positive. And that's lovely to hear, so thank you for sharing. Ruby said, my main theme today was that I noticed I need to rest to be productive, and rest, not laziness. I can't preach that enough. That's incredible. I also realised that my parents taught me to only look after my physical health, and looking after my mental health is something I have to teach myself. That's amazing. I went through the same thing this week. So on Monday, I was just having a bad day, and I just stopped. I just said, I'm going to have the morning off. I'm going to play with the dog. I'm going to eat food, and I'm really lucky to be around such a supportive team who was just like, yeah, that's fine, you do you. But it's so important to remember that actually sometimes we need to recharge both our energy, both our physical body and our mental health as well. And in terms of what you said about your parents teaching you to only look after your physical health, I think mental health is definitely something that's come to the forefront of like society and mainstream media. At the moment, it definitely hasn't always been such an important topic, but it is. So that's no discredit to your parents at all. It's just a thing that actually some people need to be opened up to, and introduced to. So maybe you could bring them along to self-love stories, and hopefully you'll kind of find that support as well. But well done for taking the step to realise that there's something that you need to do for yourself as well. What does happiness mean to me? This is a deep question. Happiness you've stumped me. My kind of mantra for life, like I've never known what I wanted to do or never known what I wanted to be when I grew up or anything like that. I've always just said that I want to be happy. And I think for me, that doesn't come from like material things. But also recently I've learned to actually welcome abundance and say, I do want this and I do want that, and that's absolutely fine. It's just being in a mental place where I'm surrounded by good people and can enjoy what I do and can enjoy my days, look forward to every day rather than just Friday, and just being in a really comfortable place in myself, and I've definitely found happiness that way. I'll let Karen take over so I can stop talking, if that's all right, if you want to finish off those last comments.
Of course. And that was a lovely answer. Thank you. I love beauty in the small things. Like I'm lucky I've got lots of friends who are like me, who just get really excited about really small things, like a nice mug or being able to see a nice tree outside of the window. And I think those moments can be, happiness in itself. Ruby says the prompts were really helpful for realizing these things. Thank you. Lauren is excited to see the Strokes at Lytham Festival. Oh, that's so exciting. That is very exciting. And I've been able to go to festivals again. Kate is feeling so much more positive than last week, and it's interesting to compare. Yeah, it's the more you do this, the more you notice how, we are really just kind of riding a wave, and some days are better than others. And it's exactly what Georgia says, on those days when the roller coaster goes down a bit, you just stop, listen to what your mind and body wants, and just take care of yourself as much as you can. Anastasia, how does meditation relate to daily life? Thank you, it's a great session. Thank you. And then Cindy's, I'll combine these two, is meditation need to be done routinely. So meditation, as you'll have seen from the start of the session, only, it just needs to be as simple as sitting down, settling in and focusing on your breath. And what meditation does is it just helps raise your self-awareness. So it just has many of the similar benefits to journaling, actually. It helps you create a mental space. It quietens your inner chatter. It allows you to think more clearly. It provides clarity. It really, really raises your self-awareness. And that relates to daily life because it can have an effect on everything. It can make you a lot clearer on what your values are when making decisions in daily life. If you know what your values are, and we have done values as a theme, I think. If you go back to our website, you'll see the values-driven prompt, but I think we might do it again because it's such a good one to do. Once you're really clear on what your personal values are, you can start to make decisions around those. Does this decision, does this thing I'm going to buy, whatever, serve, or does this person that I'm hanging around with serve my values? And meditation just really helps you connect to yourself, your inner self, and your values, really, really clearly. Also, when I met Georgia on the call this morning, she was just like, oh, I really need a meditation. It can really you can just use it when you just need to stop and take a pause and breathe. And that can just make all the difference in the world. And Cindy, you can do it once a day. You can do it 3 times a day. It's the more you do it, the faster you'll get to that, that point of clarity, or really just the ability to shift your energetic state. So you can really go from one state to another. Like, I think I always say it in Georgia's face when she really needs meditation, and then after she's just meditated for a few minutes, it can happen that quickly. So yeah, you can drop into a breath work session for 2 minutes for an hour, and it will always be beneficial. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Cindy. And if anyone ever has any questions about meditation or any of our topics, then always feel free to drop me an email, or any of the team. Our contacts are on our website.
Absolutely. I'll pop, I've got a couple more messages, but I'll pop my email in the chat. And again, just a reminder for the event next Saturday. It will be including the self-love stories format within that, but also it's 2 hours as opposed to half an hour, and we'll be exploring a lot more. So we're really excited. So hope you see you all there. So I'm just popping my email in the chat, and yeah, I'll close that one there. I have just had a message from Alice, so I'm gonna cut off the call now for everybody who needs to dash, but feel free to email me and we can pick it up from there. So have a lovely day, have a lovely evening, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Self-love stories is at the same time on the same Zoom link every week. So Friday, 8 AM GMT, and we will be here. So see you later, everybody, and thank you very much again for joining us.
Thank you.
See you later.
Sure.